Arkona splash pad, that he would be more than interested in looking at other projects in the Arkona area if any came up. So I'd really like us to at least ask, like Ashley called around about the dishwasher for the kitchen in the Port Franks Community Center and ended up getting about $4,700. So I think it's worth an ask to the service clubs there. I think it's wonderful that the equipment's there and that it now belongs to the municipality, but I also believe that the service groups and people that put it in the first place probably would have no problem with upgrading it when it's a new project in the respective new stuff. So that's just my suggestion there. Let me just see what else.
We'll come back to Councillor Underwood.
Yes, page 2 of 8, Forest, McDonald, Morris to Royal, Prairie, 1 to 5 years, street reconstruction with primary focus on stormwater upgrades. I've been down there a few times. I haven't really heard any complaints around the area. The drainage seems pretty good. Is there any chance that we can defer this? Is there anything vital down there that has to occur? For $379,000 in this year, I think we should be okay to be able to defer that over a couple of years.
Through you, Mr. Mayor, when we presented this project, there was 2 key areas that we have reports on file right now that indicate we have stormwater issues. Thetford was one, so we presented a plan, and Forest was the other. And this was the primary area where they thought that our stormwater pipes are undersized. I don't believe they're even sized for a 2-year event, which is the standard. So we were presenting this project to upgrade them to at least to minimum standard so that the water does get away. And then with an eye of future replacements. Again, the street itself is a 1 to 5 year. The stormwater aspect of it as well, there is this potential for future flooding. If council's wishes, we can look at it again and bring back a recommendation of how long it can be deferred for.
I would like that. I know it's my ward and stuff like that, but I think that's something that we could defer for a couple of years. So, the other side of town is solid, if you know what I'm saying. So, solid. It gets pretty solid down here.
Councillor Scott, I'll let you list.
Pavilion and Thetford. I'm curious to know if it has been fixed. I had the opportunity to be in it, using it one day, and as you touch the railing, it literally falls apart, or did we fix it? And if not, where is it in the process of being done?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, in most instances, what we've done is just remove the railing, and we found that the pavilion still to be quite functional. It functions as a gazebo with, on stilts with a roof, and the railing was more just an aesthetic.
It's gone.
Yeah, we've removed all the failing pieces of
so it fits safety standards and all that.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Councillor Russell.
Yeah, further to Councillor Wood's point on McDonald, you mentioned the standard, right? And we had this discussion before about the lesser than, right? And 2 year and whatever. So the minimum, just out of curiosity, will be for Thetford or these new projects. Is it the minimum in terms of 5-year storm, 10-year storm, in light of the incidents we've been having everywhere in the last 5 years?
Yep, through you, Mr. Mayor. The industry standard is to design a stormwater collection system to take rain that would fall in a 2-year storm, and that's what our current construction standard reflects, so that's what we'll design to.
2 years.
2-year storms.
Okay. Deputy Mayor Dave.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. If I understand the sense of this council, there seems to be a shift from perhaps recreation to more of an economic development focus. And so I'm wondering, as you kind of sort through the various options that were presented today, if those things that are recreational that are not essential for capital improvements, for life cycle replacement, could be considered under the recreational aspect, then that would be, I think, a wise choice, because I think we really need to move forward with some of these economic improvements in our municipality. So I know it's under the recreation. There's a number of things that have been brought up. For example, maybe waiting on the legacy asphalt, maybe waiting on the playground equipment, various playground equipments for the time being, and fitness equipment at the shores and things like that, which could perhaps wait for a year. That's just a recommendation.
Okay. Councillor Underwood.
I hear what you're saying, but like for instance, Francis Drive Park, okay, it's a little tiny park on the other side of the road, just over the bridge near the golf course. It's been there. There's a merry-go-round there for an awful long time. It's not so merry anymore. We took the merry-go-round away. The kids can't even go on that. There's nothing there anymore, and there's nothing on that side of the town. So we took something away that was fundraised in the parks and all the rest of it, and not replacing it with anything. So it's not a case entirely of replacing things. It's a case of it's kind of hard to hold off replacing the merry-go-round, replacing it when the luggage has been taken away already, right? So I mean, there's nothing there. So we need something for the kids. You know, I know it's small, but it's.
Deputy Mayor.
Yeah, if I could just respond. I'm not saying that something that really does need repair
Something.
should be ignored, absolutely. I think it's a matter of it's used extensively, then we should be investing in it. But there's some things that we could hold off on with recreation because we do have some other things we need to shift our focus to financially, and it is a hard year for us. So that's my perspective.
Okay, so we've gone, I think we've got a good group of questions on those 8 pages of stuff that council doesn't see as maybe as high a priority or maybe could be put off for another year. There is some the budget capital considerations, the items that have been referred to budget that would be put in to replace some of those things if we reduce a parking lot or this or that. So are we ready to move on to the second attachment and look at those? These would be additions to the budget if we so choose. This is on 12 pages in this with the information and the options available to this. We want to go through these in order that they're listed. Road construction and surface treatment on Lakeview Ave. That's the 147,000 that isn't in the budget at this time. Questions regarding the discussion on that? Councillor Wonston.
Oh, I might as well kick it off. Not to get defensive, Brent, this has been an ongoing issue long before Tarnship. This has been an issue that has gone on for some time, and I just want council to be aware of a couple of points before we make a decision. I'm not sure whether we're going to make a decision just to if we put this in the budget, what the implications are, or we're approving it or whatever, so we're not there yet. But I just want a couple to make a couple of points that for council to consider. Number one, I see it's up to 147. I believe in your last report it was around 97.
Through you, Mr. Mayor. Yeah, just looking at the old report,
I believe
it was 100,000.
Yeah.
And Janet and I did discuss this today, and what's presented in the budget is the dollar value of the current planned project year. So what you're seeing is an inflated amount for its normal plan replacement. I think it was in the late 20 teens or something like that.
So what do you think an actual would be?
Put me on the spot, but my comfort level would be something in the 115 range.
115?
Yes, 115.
The reason that I bring it up is that I guess, and I'm going to put Vance Drive in here as well. I guess for me, this thing is a matter of principle. I understand the EMO Ross, I understand the rating, the 8 out of 10 rating. I get that. If you drove a Hummer, yeah, it would be an 8 out of 10. Just something for council to consider. There is a road agreement between South Top Pines Park Association and the municipality. And Schedule A makes reference to asphalt road surfaces. So would you consider this to be, and this was done in 2000. You and I weren't here in 2000, so we have to guess, but obviously this was an asphalt road in 2000 because it's in Schedule A, and I don't think there are any roads in Southcott that the